Forgot to plug my mic in. Would have been funny to go the whole stream without remembering that, but I'm honestly glad I did. Hello! I'm assuming you've got everything muted and you're just waiting for me to turn to the game so that you can throw stuff at me and keep the stream muted. Oh, you're staying unmuted while I'm on the starting soon screen. Tyler, we're about to spend like 20 minutes on the starting soon screen so that I can just talk to you. We're about to get really familiar with this screen. Bobby. Tyler, listen to me. I need social interaction. Please don't go. I'm intimately familiar with the screen. Why forever would that be? It certainly wouldn't be because of the artist badge that you have. You know what I should do? I should go into artworks that you've made for me and just, like, change one thing very, very slightly. Like, the shade of someone's fucking hair down a few frames of, like, saturation and see if you, like, notice. No, Tyler, because then instead of having intrepid dialogue like, oh my god, redacted, killed, redacted, I can't even say that. So unfortunately, no, I don't think being on call would be any less, like, you wouldn't avoid spoilers that way, because I kind of have to talk about what's happening. Just spend, like, the first hour of my stream where all the important shit is happening going, oh my god, that thing that just happened is so... I wouldn't notice with color, because different screens show different colors. Alright, I'd figure out some way to do it. I think I've heard that, actually. What you don't realize, Tyler, is that even if every single screen... Here's the thing, Tyler. Even if every single fucking screen displayed images exactly the same, the lighting in the room behind the screen would be different, and the people's eyes would be different, and those also affect. So, like, you can't beat this. Like, I'm sure you already know this, so, like, this is not advice that, like... I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know what, Aretha, thank you for this advice. I didn't think of that. Like, I doubt that's gonna happen, but, like, don't worry about it. You know? Yote didn't stream today. He had to take a break. I respect that. Poor boy must be tired. I nearly didn't stream today. I was just really comfortable in bed, you know? You didn't stream yesterday. I know. I missed you. Had the offline stream open all night, you know? Tyler, bro, that's gay. I'm just sitting in mod view, just waiting. That's really gay, but also, can you validate me more often by saying shit like that? I don't fucking care if it's sappy. It, like, makes me feel happy. There's probably a reason why when Wolfie did it, I was like, wow, this feels great. I haven't felt this in a while. You know, when he told me you feel like I say this shit often. Tyler, we all know just how good my memory is, so I feel like if I can say that you haven't said it. Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I got this shit on lockdown, Tyler. Who are you again? When's my birthday? 4th of September. Quick, everyone write that down so they can get into Tyler's social medias with the secret questions. No security question is your birthday. None that you've seen. I've seen it. Anyway, I also needed some time to eat because I just made some pies and I was hungry, but I have eaten. So, I assume at this point Tyler will probably want to mute. I'm only doing side quests, but even the side quests might spoil some stuff. You know, side quest will be like, so now that you've defeated Redacted, what are you gonna do next? Well, I'm probably gonna go to Redacted and fuck their bitches. So, you know. Or just casually call you... Shut up, Tyler. Alright, Tyler's muting now, so I'm by myself. Or at this point, even just having new combat abilities would be spoilery. I know, right? Oh, I'm in a village. I was literally about to just, like... I was gonna, like, switch to the one that has the ice ability. Yeah, like, new combat abilities? You mean... like that? You mean like that, Tyler? Like the new combat ability that I have that's spoilery? I mean, it's not that spoilery. You knew you had to. You knew we were getting that. Bams. Alright, well, we've lost Tyler, so... Rest in pepperonis, I suppose. Oh my god. I love map design when they do that to me. You know, you're right next to something, but... No. Bad touch. Stay away. Stay away from the summoner. You're a bad man. Oh man, Final Fantasy X was such a trip. Ah! Oh, what is even the point of reacting? Tyler's not here to listen to it. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Lotte mentioned blood red petals.
Ow.
Just my luck. Well, anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Ow! Motherfuck! Okay, you...
Nice try.
Alright. I'm not sure how thrilled I am with the Ice Wave ability, honestly. Oh, I didn't actually get the thing that I'm looking for.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Really? You wanna go? You wanna fight? You want a fucking piece of this? What other abilities could I use instead? We could try the ultimate ability. Yeah, I think that'd be fun, actually. Let's try that out.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna take a while to come back, but, you know.
Over here.
Oh my god, Clive, come on. Buddy.
Get him.
You know, not that long, though.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Uh-oh! My battery's always fucking low.
Let's try. This one. Now to find this spherical echo. is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Alright.
The Dominion's all but done for. Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
I'm not sure I'm feeling that either. I really don't like how they handle the ultimate abilities in this game, if I'm being honest. They're not all that much more powerful for how long they take to come back. You know? Honestly, maybe we just don't use a Shiva move. Seems a bit weird, but... maybe we just don't. You know? Fake money!
And you're just gonna fall into line.
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen.
Might be that he's gay.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Can never say no to Isabel.
I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
Let's try and set things right.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
I love the fucking...
Those on the other side of the wall.
the wording of that. They're screaming at each other about their political views. And Clive is just like, I'll come back later. Oh, his delivery on that line was fucking perfect. Top notch.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Interesting.
That so-called Duke is asking to...
Sell anything today?
And what can I do for you?
Restock on my potions.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen. I think I know what's about to happen, folks.
The garrison salvaged what they could.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
You know, there is something compelling to be said about the fact that, like, the people who defend them, like, who keep them alive, like, you know, if they can't do that, then they're dead, I guess? I don't know. This is kind of getting prickly. This is, like, very political all of a sudden.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Fair, I suppose.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
You know, I'm kind of excited to do this quest with Tyler. This feels like a quest that we'll have a conversation about, you know what I mean? Like, we'll talk about this.
What do you think?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
It's not only control of the garrison.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
Recap, 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 recap.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
I'm excited for this quest line to conclude. That's fun.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our...
Ready, go?
Yeah!
I'm not looking where I'm going. I'm Alt-Tab to do something real quick. I'm just holding R1 and hoping. Nah, I've hit a wall.
This might take a while. Be safe.
Come here. Come here. Oh, there are a lot of stuff to do in here. Alright.
What's happened? Guards at the gate.
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Hey! Thanks for popping around, Ayla.
More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these
Octopodes nuts!
Right.
Got him!
Thanks, Clive.
I
owe you one.
I'm sorry about that one. Yep, there it is. Octopodes. Where is it? It's over here.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault.
Not yours.
I know, but no buts about it, all right?
So essentially, I wanted to know if,
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through.
Uh-oh.
They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead.
Oh no.
Their prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
Oh no!
And we were so close.
It's so hard to focus on, like, asking questions. Ignore that conversation. I'm gonna take my headphones off. So I wanted to ask, if it were possible for you to teach me how to make, like, throwable shit. Again, not from, like, not making a model from scratch, like, not, you know, making an, like, just getting the assets already made, and then just combining them.
They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between.
Yeah, no problem. How long do you think something like that would take?
You sure
like, how long do you think it would take to teach me how to do that?
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers...
Half an hour, not even maybe?
Others.
That's really quick.
Someone
then.
needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it?
When will you be
Looks
free
like
to
I'm following
dedicate
orders
to
till
that
she gets
then?
back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
Free all night for the next like few hours. I'll probably be streaming for a few hours, and then I'm probably going to be done for today. So it probably I don't think I'll have the energy to do it after today's stream.
Safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and
I can't see.
stop my sister biting the consortium's
Well,
heads
the
off.
box protected me from the needles.
She won't consider her prospects. Someone has to.
I'll do my best.
So I guess I'm alright.
Alright. To Randalar then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
Alright. I missed everything.
What's happened?
Okay. Well, I don't want to call you whenever, because you've, like, said before that you work, and I don't want to, like, just call you in the middle of you working. Rat.
When are they gonna let us through?
When they gotta let us through? Oh. Because I still want to buy... I still want to get you to help me make throwables and, like, pay you for them, because I think, you know, paying artists for their work, getting them to make stuff for fun, is fun, sorry. But, like, I also just want to know how to do it myself. I will try and figure out something. Because before you start stream is like 6 to 7 to 8 a.m. for me. Alright, like... That is morning. Like, those are forbidden hours. But I'm sure we can figure out something. Knowing that it'll only, like, theoretically take half an hour, though, that's, like, good to know. Because, like, I was imagining it'd be, like, a 2 or 3 hour process. So I was gonna be like, okay, let's schedule a day when we should do that. But no, if it's only, like, half an hour, then... Should be able to do it anytime, really. Yeah. I would love to eventually learn how to make models from scratch as well. Don't get me wrong, I've always had a passion for, like, 3D modeling stuff. Because, you know, I want to make games, and making 3D models is kind of, you know, a part of that. It's going to be up there. But, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, you know... taking something that already exists and just...
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Burn, I think? I didn't pay attention to this quest, so... Got him, maybe. Yeah.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
I'm on my way!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Yeah, walk any slower, Clive. It's not an emergency or anything.
Hold on, Theo.
Because, yeah, I want to set up the one that we were talking about, that I... Well, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this one to you before or not, Ayla. I want to have a redeem. It'd be like a channel point redeem. And it'd be like... It'd be called, like, My Sword Collection, Look But Don't Touch, or something stupid like that, right? And then every time someone redeemed it, it basically, like, drops a random, like... video game sword like onto my head, like fucking stabs me in the head with it a bit, like just, you know, poke, like in a bit, just the tip, you know. Just the tip. And it like it would be like it would pick from like a whole host of different like swords from like video games and movies, like, you know, famous sword props. Like, it could drop the Cloud's Buster sword, or it could drop the Halo fucking energy sword, or it could drop the fucking Master Sword from Zelda, or some anime fucking bullshit sword that's really popular. Like, it would pick one randomly, essentially. But in order for that redeem to be fun, I need a lot of different swords. Like, I just need a whole bunch of different ones. Because otherwise, if people do it, it's just going to be 1 or 2 swords. Because, like, I don't have... I'll buy redeems off of you. Like, I'll get you to make them for me. But I don't have, you know, like $50 to buy 10 different sword redeems.
Torgal, with me.
If that makes sense. I don't even know if you're still there. I'd just be talking into the void. But you know what? That's what you're supposed to do on Twitch, is talk into the void. A, B, C. Always be talking. You know? It's actually a really good rule for Twitch streaming, is that you should always be saying stuff. Because even if no one is in chat, if people pop around and you're just sitting there silently, they won't feel as obliged to engage. Because people aren't here to watch gameplay nearly as much as they are to interact with a person.
Where are you, Theo?
Anyway, Theo might be dead. Definitely seems like Ayla left. Rip. But that's alright.
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. Over here! This one. All yours, over here! I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Attack!
Oh, I'm experienced in fighting these motherfuckers. All thanks to that level 50 hunt I had to do. Let's pop ourselves a stone skin tonic. We shouldn't need it, but Yeah, I think we're good. This is nowhere near as hard as that goddamn hunt. Nice. Yeah, that was fun. I got a little worried when I saw him, because he just kind of looked like...
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore! So will you! Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore. Wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. I wasn't expecting to cry at a side quest. Sleepy time. Bye, Tyler.
Hey, listen.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat.
Oh.
He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Oh. Ba 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 ba. Never mind.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
Man. That was one hell of a fucking quest.
Ready, girl?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Final Fantasy 16 side quests. Some of them are fairly lackluster, like all side quests are, but it has a really good deal of, like, high quality ones.
Be safe. Over here. Go for it. Over here. Over here. Let's get him.
Pick it up! Pick it up! What is it with New Age Final Fantasies and the pickup button being assigned to the jump button and being so egregiously annoying because of that?
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Would you like to see my wares? Certainly. Here you are. May we meet again. Would you like to see my wares? Certainly.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravoj is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Yeah.
You,
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from them.
What was I saying about no?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And
Please, them kill me. That's hilarious.
All right. Which one of you's first?
There's no way to that. Yeah, I didn't think so. How rude, he jumped away from me. Boss now?
Is that it?
The ram's voice! I know this from Final Fantasy XIV. I know how to play the game.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Talk to him! Jumping up and down.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosht what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
The Ultima Blade?
The beast was
I kind of want to just go back and see that, honestly. I know I'm not done here, but, you know. I'm interested in the Ultima Blade. Also,
The stew's awfully thin these days.
even more?
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Ragnarok! Love it! I use that name all the time!
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Woo! Vulcans, boys! I don't know what that means. Oh, I think it's worse. Gottadamerung? That's a cool name for a sword. I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. Gottadamerung.
What do I owe the honor? I never fought me, and if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. So, what'll it be? And?
Oh, it's a huge boost. Okay. And there's hunts as well now? Ah! Why does the game keep on stop? I want to continue with the story! Ugh.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
A new S-Rag. A caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion. Okay. Somewhere in the Velcroy. In Dalmekia, sorry, not Sandbreck.
Yote, I brought back...
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Itchy leg. There we go.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean. Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
I don't know. I got some orbs.
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away!
God, his voice is annoying.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
I'm really glad I did this before I went and go for that S rank.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Sure thing, buddy. Nice. What the fuck? Yep. Easy.
How do you split the sea?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Not fucking believe that you just dodge in order to charge that goddamn Bahamut laser. Alright, I want to jam a few more potions in there before I inevitably go get my head torn off by this new S rank.
Don't tell me we've run out of pets. Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Come again.
Or
don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Nailed it. Alright, so we do have to go... They were crossing the Velcroy, so it's just somewhere in here. What if it's in the northern? Is this all Velcroy? Oh, that's also Velcroy. Oh boy. So it's just gonna be somewhere here.
Sid, you didn't happen to see anything out of the ordinary on your way here, did you? We've had reports of bearer transports being attacked along the roads, and they're not freeing the poor souls. They're reselling them on the black market. If we can catch them in the act, perhaps we can kill two birds with one stone.
Let's go.
No, turn the other way.
only to ride from here. Enough of you, are there?
Oh, come on, Clive. Oh, cool. Get closer to it, you fuckwit! Thank you.
Good girl. Faster!
Well, it's gotta be somewhere. Maybe I've got to look along the direct routes between places. Like, think about this like trade routes, right? So like between here.
All right. No mistakes.
Nope, you can't get me. No. No! Go away. No one likes you and you're ugly.
That'll do, girl.
Might as well pick up the quest while I'm here.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
Kashak.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. They grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Not now, though. I'm looking for Hunt.
What's the difference between
A league of outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Why do they keep on calling them ne'er-do-wells?
Ready, go?
Okay. If I don't find some obvious signs of the hunt in this area, I'm just gonna look up exactly where it is. Because the Velcroy is a very fucking big place. Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
All right. Let's look it up, because I have looked everywhere I care to look. Alright. Okay, I won't be able to make this sword for quite a while, it seems like. Oh, it is just... It's just out there. I just fucking missed it. She's just like fucking here.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
I wonder what speedruns of this game clock in at. That'd be so interesting. Am I gonna get back into speedrunning with Final Fantasy 16? Yep, there it is. Alright, let's do the thing I always do. Switch to... these two and save. Not over Tyler's save. Let's engage.
One. Stay close, Torvald.
Okay, his flame breath is pretty narrow. Oh, this is not going to be any problem at all. This is not hard. Yeah, that did no damage either. Oh, and the parry! Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is easy. Ugh! I went greedy and it worked out. I used one healing item on this S rank. That's hilarious.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Like, as opposed to the dragon, where I, like, tried, like, 8 times and poured every healing item into it. Svarog is so far still the hardest fight in the game. By a long shot.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Alright. Let's go fuck up some bandits. Let's
That's better.
Buy some healing items first though. Ugh.
Fresh silks from the
Mustard and mandrake.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few years...
When the Fang fella took my livelihood with him.
We need someone who can bring the whole town together.
Good day, my lord. An excellent choice. My thanks.
Yeah.
Mustard and mandrake.
Fresh silks from the Canva caravan.
those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them. They'll be no match for us.
Good girl. Run like the wind. Time to fight. That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
I've decided I'm going to take that Phoenix spin-off and I am going to put the ice ability on, because I don't know.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
Fuck, alright. Right, my controller complained about being flat a few.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
I'm getting more and more impressed by these quests. These are fun.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
You knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we've...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Ouch.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
Ugh.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
A little hop for posterity.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
But not really.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go,
Lubor.
Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here, a reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then, I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do, anything,
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Lubor!
I'm going to go with him. Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
If you're going to try and convince me to stay, save your breath. I will not put those... children at risk.
Oh boy. Alright, Lubor. Ayla, you are still there. I spent a great deal, like, of time talking into the void. Cause, like, I thought you were still there. And also, I don't know how long ago you did that, so you might have done that and you're gone again. Sorry, something came up. That's alright. You are not obliged to stay under any circumstances.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces.
Been lurking this whole time. That's cool.
Ruins, I take it. Dating back as
I'll repeat what I said because I've got no one else to talk to, which sounds like it's a very depressing thing to say.
As if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our
Would that be
I
possible?
want to learn how to do the redeems myself because I want to do like, or not the redeems, sorry, the model stuff myself. Because there's a redeem I want to set up on my channel that is gonna require like a lot of models, and like I have no problem buying them off of you, but like the redeem wouldn't be fun if there's only like 1 or 2 available models, and I don't have the money to spend like $50 on like 10 different, you know, of the things.
I'll go and meet with
I want to have like a redeem on my channel that's like
Might I suggest you take the road through
like
Tarzan's wake?
sword collection, look but don't touch, or something stupid like that. And then oh god, why am I like
I wish you a safe
there we go.
journey, my lord.
And then
May the firebirds flames
the redeem would like drop a random sword from like video games or like anime or movies, like a random really well-known pointy thing, drop it and just like doink it into my head, like make it stick there.
The Lost Wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Oh hey, this is finally opened up. We still gotta make that one. Right, but like the thing is, because I want it to pick from like a whole bunch of different swords, like I want it to pick, like I want there to be lots of different like options for it to pick, so that whenever people do the redeem, it's something different every time. Well, not every time, but like there's a lot of options. Like the redeem wouldn't be funny if the only thing that could drop on my head was fucking Cloud's Buster Sword or some shit. Like I want a whole bunch of different ones. It's plugged in. So yeah, I was like, I want you to teach me how to do it, and then I'll just do that one because I want to have like, I've always this is the other thing, right? I've always had an interest in doing 3D modeling stuff because like I want to make video games, and that's sort of like one of the parts of that as well, is like modeling the models for the game. I suppose to some degree, eventually I'll probably even have to start making some of the swords myself, because I don't doubt that some of the models I would want as swords probably don't even have like existing 3D models on the internet. Most probably do, because people just like making stuff, but like, you know. Boing. But yeah, no, I just want to make a whole bunch of different swords that are like pointing downwards, so that when people do the redeem, it'd be a dropped item, not a thrown item. And it would like... Found several models resource. What is that? Is that like a Discord channel in the server, or is... Oh, there are... Uh-oh. Seems like the Undying just figured out their name is wrong.
Oh no.
You'll pay for this. May still be survivors.
Link to it. So like, apart from like the program I need to like actually do it, which I'm not gonna like ask you about that while I'm on stream because I just won't remember anything you say. The only stuff I need is the model and then also the sound effect, right? That I want like for it to make when it you know does the thing. Yeah, are those the only two things that I need effectively? Again, apart from like whatever the program and the add-ons for the program is that like actually puts it all together. Essentially, yes. It's called Fool's Gold. That's such a cool enemy name. Ow! It stabbed me. It's not cool anymore. I forgot to put the thing on. That's fine. Because, like, if I, like, had to think of a bunch of swords to throw on off the bat, just, like, 7 or 8. Ow! I'd, like, want, like, Cloud's sword, obviously. Like, the Buster sword. And then, like, maybe... I don't know, like, the Master Sword. Like, Zelda Master Sword. Fuck, I don't know. Like, the Halo, doesn't Halo have like an energy sword? Isn't that like a thing that is a popular sword? A well-known video game sword? Maybe something from an anime.
Should have stayed in the past.
Like the giant bleach cleaver. You know, the cleaver? Not cleaver. Like the giant sword from Bleach.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord.
And like each sound that the sword would make would also be like the sound of it attacking from, you know, its video game.
Tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still
be alive. Clive is angry.
If you put their safety before your duty. Surely
it's plugged in!
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import,
as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
Oh, Cyril. Cyril. Clive is angry.
Take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Clive is angry.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Clive, you are so angry. I suppose he's reasonable. It's reasonable, though. They just said that they died so they could fucking ask the ancients how they felt about the fucking experience using fucking Vodafone or some stupid shit. Did you think of any other interesting, like, swords or things that can be stuck into my head that I could classify as like an in the sword collection? Is there a Splatoon sword, Ayla? Is there a sword in the Splatoon games? You would know that.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond,
I'll answer in a second, Fig. I'm just interested in this
our faith
cutscene.
in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
So, Figron, the Moonlit Sword is from just Dark Souls. It's just from all the Dark Souls games. It's not just from Bloodborne, it's from all of them. It looks the same, basically, in every single game. But having said that, yes, Ludwig's, the Moonlight Sword would also be, like, a very good example of a sword that would, like, be funny to drop into my face. Have I done them all? Have I done all the side quests? Oh. That was weird to be fully healed by a potion. Oh, I wasn't. I'm just blind and stupid. Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Of course. A fine choice. Here, take a look at my wares.
All right.
Anything else?
No, it's not all of them because I still have to do the... this one. But yeah, Ayla, unless you have disappeared, is there a sword from Splatoon? Is there something from Splatoon that looks like a sword that could drop into my face? Like, because I can add that to the list as well.
Or it should be somewhere nearby. Assuming
Splatanas? That sounds like a sword. That sounds like the word katana. So yeah, that's something that at some point I'd like you to help me figure out how to set up, because like there's so many of them that like I'd love to just sit down and do them all. I think it'd be fun.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
Monado? I don't know what that is.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine.
Oh, is that the red one that kind of looks like a weird keyblade?
Acquaintance.
That, you know, Shulk
She's no
uses.
fool. If we'd come in
It's hilarious that you're talking about that. I literally have a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition right here in my hand, because my partner's going to let me borrow it and play it.
Was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into
The Keyblade, actually, I just realized. The Kingdom Hearts Keyblade is another one that can just, you know, doink.
Which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where
Oh, yeah, that's you. That.
Soon to break
Hi,
camp.
Brayden.
You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
I keep on forgetting that that's you. That you are that. That is. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? You're a weeb. What about anime? Like, they have to be, like, fairly well known. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, only the top 1% most popular, but, like, nothing, like, that only 3 people have watched, you know? And nothing that looks too generic, either, because I don't want just 16 generic swords that have slightly different fucking shapes or whatever. Like, stuff that looks really interesting, unique. I want the I want the scissors. Sephiroth weapon? Eh, maybe. It'd be too tall. Fine, fine. I will fight the enemies. Sephiroth is not an anime, though. Like, Sephiroth's weapon is what I would call fairly generic looking, because it's just a long katana. I want to get the scissors from Kill a Kill, for example. Because I think those would be really funny.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, yeah. I fucking love Impulse so much. Such a stupid move. My dog turned anime. I just realized that. Why does Toggle do this sometimes? Do I have any control over it? I don't think I do I? And he never does it when I need it.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
Hell yeah.
Right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
And then finally continue with the story. 2 hours and 56 minutes into the stream. Oh my god, so many side quests. What was that?
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just
Sorry.
arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market players either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be alright.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Wow, there are a lot of swords on here. There's the Buster sword. Yep. I don't know why there's all these, like, Pokemon in the list as well, though? That's very strange. The wrench from Ratchet and Clank is another one I could fucking jam into my head. Oh, there are so many. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have plenty of options then. And if it's really easy to make these, it's gonna be so much fun.
Covered in nicks and lumps. wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this.
Ring of the Swift Shot, eh?
All done?
Oh, okay. Whatever. We could... Oh, right. Right. I'm gonna give it a go. Because I literally... No, not that one. Oh no!
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh wow, okay. Tell me I just suddenly unlocked another 14 side quests and I'm gonna cry.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Ooh. Sorry, I reacted to that early.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. visit Ash?
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Ooh, we're finally exploring Walode. This is a whole area I haven't been to.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
I see only orcs and cattle.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Oh, that ability sucks. I thought it locked onto the enemies and hit them guaranteed. No, I'm not even gonna go a single fight using that. Fuck that. Let's just go back to this. I gave it a chance. Oh my god, it doesn't fucking... Oh, that's bad. This area looks like a Dark Souls map, if I'm being honest. Alright, I need to look at that ability, because I wonder if there's a way to do it instantly. Hmm. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, that's so useful. I can't believe I didn't know that you could read that shit. Oh, pardon me. This is definitely where a hunt is. No doubt about that. Somehow my chocobo came along for the ride.
You deserve a rest. It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Huh.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stonehere.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do.
That's a bullshit lie.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian. This map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Ready, go?
Ugh, this place reeks like a moble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Why are you sticking your nose in Morble's assholes, Gav? That's pretty fucking weird.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla.
Be safe.
Right, but is it a village of Akashic, or a village of people who are going to hate me, or a village that will actually welcome us? Because I feel like it's somehow got to be either of the first two, maybe both.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter! Over here!
I love this game. This is a great Final Fantasy.
You think all the villages in Asher like this?
A question for later,
Like, I'm just comparing playing this against my first time playing 15. I know Tyler loves Final Fantasy 15. I bet if I asked, I think it'd be his favorite. Or maybe it's 13 is it? I don't remember. I think he told me 15 is his favorite. But like, I'm comparing my first time playing this against my first time playing 15. And like, there's a healer. I had lots of fun with the combat in 15, don't get me wrong. But like, the story and the story had no substance and the characters felt so shallow to me. And they still sort of do, even now with all the updates. You fucking idiot, Gav. Oh, fucking destroyed! Oh, and they're gonna come swarming out of that door as well, aren't they? Yeah. Well, not necessarily swarming, but... Buddy, that's how you blunt your axe. What did the floor do to you? Yeah.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck.
Ah! Ah!
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What are you doing?
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path open, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
We're about to see what happens when something tries to walk through that wall.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
I have to try.
You don't want us to go this way, then? So where do you want us to go?
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Huh. Who indeed?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world.
You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
And a door to an apothecary? Not quite the same. This one's man-made. Oh, but in here...
The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
That was Final Fantasy, like, 1 music. Uh-oh.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Alright. I am appalled that due to all the goddamn side quests, we got to do about half an hour of story. But it is what it is. And sometimes that just happens when you're playing a new game but also 100%ing it. There's a hunt in this region! It's definitely there. Can I, like, go for it before I find it? I'm gonna do this last. This is the last thing I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna call it quits. There's no doubt in my mind that that's where the hunt is, because of course it's there. Either that or it's like... Oh, what's that? There's a little path there. Either that or it's somewhere in here. Maybe there's more than one. No, but they would have 2 purple squares if that's the case. Come on.
Don't get surrounded.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and actually collect it. Ba-ba-bum, bum. Because I have a feeling you might have to, like, see it first in order for it to appear.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Covered in nicks and lumps and bicks and bumps. Really? It doesn't even tell me where. Whatever. I will actually deal with that tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Next stream. But now I am indeed calling it quits for today. If you like what you saw, be sure to follow. And if you like what you saw, be sure to follow. And if you like what you saw, be sure to follow. And if you like what you saw, be sure to follow. Just had a bit of a stroke, I think. If you like what you follow, be sure to show, to show, to the... Okay.